In this training video, I will demonstrate how to build SKU options for the indie SKUs that need options based on the SKU options that are in the Family Leisure Kansas City files. To sign on to the new software, the user ID is NEWS, stands for new software. The password is NEWS1234. Take option 2 to go to the inventory and warehouse menu. And if you page down, option 101 is the option that I'm going to demonstrate. It is build SKU options from the Kansas City files, as you can see. This displays a list of all of the SKUs that are in the Kansas City files that have options. As you can see, there are various different SKUs. It started off with some firetainment tables. On this program, this is a special program that was built, and there's an option D to display the options that are on a particular SKU. In this case, I'm going to display the options that are on SKU number 1382, which is a 54-inch round Naples firetainment fire table. I can do a D to display the options so I can see what options are on there. And if there is a display values field at the left, you can see that the granite select, which is one of the options for that table, I can display the values they have on there, and there are, looks like 4 different colors for that granite select option that's on that table. And I could see the base selection is a 21 or a 24-inch height. So I'm hitting F12 and getting back out of that. That's just to do an inquiry on what the options are on that particular SKU. If I type a C in here to do a conversion, first it's going to come up and say, if the SKU number 1382 has not been entered in any of my conversions, either through the selling maps or option 104 on the inventory menu, I can put in the indie SKU that matches that. And as you can see here, I can do an F4 to search, and I'm searching the indie files at this point. And I'm going to put in 54-inch Naples, and it's going to do a search on the indie files that we've converted from the old indie system to the new software. As you notice up at the top, the pink ones are deactivated SKUs, so those were deactivated on the old software. The green ones are the ones that are active SKUs. So I would probably either I want to reactivate one of those SKUs using the Indie SKU Master Maintenance program, which is option 70 on the inventory menu, or I would want to select one of these. Now, in this case, because of the way the old software was set up, you see we have 6 SKUs for the 54-inch round, because they've got the different colors, and so there was an individual SKU for each one of those. Actually, we've got more SKUs down here as a 54-inch round, and this is a cover, and this is another 54-inch round. What you would want to do is pick a particular SKU. Say if we was to pick 23839, we would want to pick that SKU. You would want to go in and change the description on that to just say 54-inch round, because you're going to be able to define the color and the height and various other options that we just displayed on the options for this particular SKU. So if I select this one, and again, I may want to back off of it and have another session open where I would pull up SKU number 23839 and change the description to just say Naples 54-inch round table or firetainment or whatever you want to put on the description without the color on it, because the color would actually be defined in the options. I'm just hitting F12 and going back. That SKU will not convert, the options for that SKU can't be converted because it has a missing conversion record. On this program, again, if I put a C there and just press enter, it's going to automatically take me over to a screen that says you need the Indy SKU that matches the Kansas City SKU 1382. And if I come back, it's telling me I haven't entered that SKU conversion record yet. Once I get that converted again, it's going to turn the color yellow. If I convert those options, it's going to convert the color to yellow. Bear in mind too that if you convert one of these and the base color, for example, you have more values or different values than what they have in theirs. This has got a black and a bronze for the base color, or the top color looks like these might be the top colors for the top of it. If you have different ones or want to spell them differently or whatever, then you would maintain those using the SKU maintenance on the Indy software, which is option 70 on the inventory menu. And then once you pull up the SKU, which in F12, I pressed F12 there to go back. Once you pick the SKU and you've created that SKU, you go in and maintain that SKU once the options have been converted. On number 70, let me demonstrate that. Number 70, by the way, this same NEWS sign-on takes me into the data files that have been converted for the Indy software using the old software's data files. So if I go into 70, this is my Indy files you see at the top, Family Leisure of Indianapolis, and do an F4. I can search for that same Naples table, 54-inch table, or Firetainment rather. So if I was going to select this particular one, there's an F8 on there to maintain the options. So if I wanted to make changes to those options once I have converted them, I could have another session up and go into this particular program. There's no options there yet defined, but they would be defined if I had converted them using option number 101 and put in the Indy SKU here. This again, 102, I demonstrated this in the overview, but I'll demonstrate it again. If you're not sure or want to look at a SKU that has the Kansas City options on it, you could do an option 102, which is the SKU inquiry for Kansas City. Option 5, as you notice over here, is the master information display. I have one SKU that I've entered some options for. So when on the first screen, once you press enter, you'll see there's an option F8 there to display the options. And this particular one happens to be an artesian cover, and it has skin color as the options. And I can display the values here. It's got black, bourbon, charcoal, etc. You can read those. So that's how I could actually do an inquiry to see. This is similar to being able, if I was to go back to option 101 and go down to this SKU, again in the demonstration I have SKU number 30717 I've already converted. That's going to be taken back out because I probably didn't have the right Indy SKU. But if I display the options there, I get the same thing I did when I displayed it from the SKU inquiry. If I do a C, it tells me that one's already been converted. That's in yellow, so I don't convert it again. This concludes the training video for how to build SKU options in the Indy files using the Kansas City files as a template.